Make sure you tip your bartenders and waitresses. This is awesome. I love the venue. It's very intimate. It's up close. But let's not mess around. Let's get to the next fight here. All right, guys, let's keep this rolling. Fight number 3, fighting out of the blue corner, Kaleb Slayton.
And making his way to the blue corner, we have Kaleb Slayton. Slayton, the Choppa, 29-year-old, coming to us by way of Norman, Oklahoma. Now out here in Littleton, training at Pound for Pound, as well as Peak Kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Fancies himself as a striker. This is his debut this evening. He's going to be cornered tonight by Elijah Pereira, as well as Lance Wright. This is a fight that I'm extremely excited for here. He's fighting a kid in Lorenzo Grigio, Lolo, who hails out of South Miami. I mean, you know, when you see Lorenzo, you're going to understand what a freak athletic specimen that this kid is. I mean, he has 0% body fat. I mean, I don't know what the actual figure is, but you get my point. If you've ever seen the image, ladies and gentlemen, of the chimpanzee that's shaved, that's Lorenzo Grigio.
Yeah,
so
I saw him in the back. I went right to him. I was like, what do I got to do?
Yeah, oh, exactly. No, in the gym the other day, he was just, you know, stretching and hanging off of the pull-up bar. And it's like, hey, man, like, why don't you take care of yourself a little bit, you know, hit the treadmill, you know, eat a salad or something. Just us making jokes like, oh, my God.
Yeah, he's stacked. To have in your corner, he's been there, so
there's a lot of veteran presences in the corners tonight, or as well as just in the crowd. I mean, if we take a look at, for this being overall a smaller show with us having 7 bouts on the evening, but if you take a look around and see some of the faces of the who's who, I mean, you have #1 flyweight in the world in Brandon Royval sitting over across the cage from us. You have ranked and in and out of the rankings bantamweights in Chris El Guapo Gutierrez to Jonathan Martinez, AJ Cunningham of the UFC. You have, you know, like I said, you have so many major names and presences out there. As we mentioned, Grant Neal of Bellator. Marcus Edwards floating around here somewhere, who is on the outside looking into the bare knuckle title fight. There's, again, a ton of great star power and presences out here. I love to see the support from our community going out there and showing out for these young guys, because at one point in time, they were them.
yeah, man. That's what we need. We need the veterans to support the upcoming fighters and continue growing the sport, continue growing the local scene.
Absolutely. And speaking of veteran presences, Lorenzo is going to be cornered today by someone who you've shared the cage with a couple of times, in Austin Jones.
Oh, yeah. Me and Austin Jones fought as amateurs, fought as pros. He's a stud also, and he used to be, I believe, a Nebraska Huskers running back. So the guy knows what it takes to compete at a very high level.
He's also being cornered this evening by Professor Scott Miller, as well as Coach Greg Was.
Yeah, look at Lorenzo, man. He is just stacked. It's going to be an interesting fight.
Absolutely. You have Kaleb, who has some striking experience, has competed in the striking realm, but Lorenzo's also competed in the Muay Thai ring. He has competed a variety of times through submission grappling shows as well as pro grappling shows. So we've got some guys who have some experience outside of MMA directly. This is just the first time that they're bringing it all together to mix everything up. And, you know, again, somebody like Lorenzo, have to mention that I do have some attachment to. I've trained with him for years. He was a kid who, when he first came out to Colorado from Florida, way back in the day, like I might have even been like freshly after the pandemic. I can't remember the exact timeline, but way back as a white belt, and now he's worked his way up and earned his right to go out there and try to be the man in the arena tonight.
I'm excited for this. I've never seen him compete before, but I mean, just looking at him, he looks like a specimen.
Kaleb Slayton!
He spends a lot of time with regular training partners like Yusuf Zalal and Isaac Dolgarians, Chris Gutierrez, Jonathan Martinez, and those guys of the world. So he's certainly not lacking in preparation. But we also know that Kaleb, he's a very well-prepared fighter as well, coming from a lot of vets in his corner and his camp. That's why they fight the fight, Art.
Yeah. Pound for pound versus Factory Edge. Two great gyms.
3 minutes away. About 1.2, 1.3 miles, something like that.
I didn't even think about that. It's crazy. Here we go.
And they touch him up in the middle here.
Grigio he's got a low power stance. He's looking for something big. There he goes.
Lorenzo with the green trunks. Kaleb Slayton with the black.
Finishes the double leg off the cage. Beautiful takedown.
Lorenzo looking to secure position with his takedown, passing.
Let's see how Kaleb's jiu-jitsu looks here, if he's going to be able to threaten something or work back up to his feet. Oh, Lorenzo swinging bombs over the tongue.
Lorenzo working toward a mounted position now. Looks like 3/4 mount. He's passed over into full mount now. A couple of big, heavy ground and pound shots landed right up against the fence. Lorenzo is starting to tee off right now. Armando Castro is right on top of the action. Lorenzo is unloading with big right hands. First round TKO for Lorenzo Grigio.
Huge punches by Lorenzo.
And an exhale of jubilation and emotion for Lorenzo in front of his crowd of supporters here at the Stampede.
Wow, he fought exactly the way you would think somebody like that would fight. Takes the dude down and just unleashes a heavy onslaught.
Hey, this 26-year-old coming out of South Florida, the Argentine, is something that you should keep your eyes on. Because again, take a look at the kid. He is an athletic specimen. He has a bright future in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be tuning in to see all of this kid's fights.
The last time that he competed, it was a submission grappling match. You know, he's kind of a hard guy to match up because people just take a look and they see, they see what he presents optically and they see who he trains with. So I commend Kaleb for being a gamer who wanted to also take that. The last time that he had that grappling match, like I mentioned, Art, he had to do it all the way up at 85.
Yeah.
Because that's what was available.
Yeah.
That's what he could find just to be able to compete and stay active.
That's impressive.
And won that match, by the way.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight number 3.
You can tell this guy's just very professional with everything.
At the 1 minute and 5 seconds in the first round, your winner.
Coming out of Factory X, you know these guys are going to be prepared. They don't cut any corners.
Congratulations.
And again, he really has been forged by the fire. He's been one of those Amis that those big dogs have taken underneath their wing. And we'll hear from our winner now.
Lorenzo, aquí estamos aquí en el Stampede por tu debut, tu primera pelea. ¿Y cómo ves al primer minuto con 5 segundos? Ladies and gentlemen, I was explaining in the first round, 105 gets the TKO. Congratulations, felicidades.
Muchísimas gracias a todos por venir a apoyar. La gente latina está acá.
Gracias aquí a todo el equipo que está aquí preparado, que han preparado para este debut de tu pelea esta noche y
Entreno todos los días en Factory X, me cagan a palos, man. Así que hay que sobrevivir y seguir. Y
Congratulations, you want to thank Factory X, huge gym, puts out a lot of big UFC, big time champions, and looks like you're on your way to be one of those guys.
I hope so, man. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep with my team. I love my brothers. Shout out to Scott Littler, man. This is me. Always, Coach G, always. I love my team, man. I'm grateful.
Congratulations, ladies and Alex, Lorenzo Grigio.
And congratulations to Lorenzo Grigio of Factory X picking up that victory by TKO tonight here in the first round at Colorado Combat Club 24.
Wow, explosive stuff, guys. How's everybody going?